I'm back. What's going on? Welcome to Joe Biden's America, where everything is made up and the facts don't matter. That's right. The facts are just like the age of consent at Disney World.
What's up, you rumpazoids? We're going to nuke us to Walt Disney.
Yes, we are. Did you guys miss me? Yeah, you know you did. Your mom didn't miss me, though.
They missed you, bro. They missed you. Look, everyone's entitled to some time off.
I needed a breather, man.
But
as a family man, I didn't get a whole lot of that. Gonna be honest.
I know, I got you.
But not having to worry about posting shit every day, whatever. I was helping you out a little bit. But hey, from what I understand, you handled shit last week like a boss.
I'm going to get better at it, yeah.
Yes.
Right,
Takes
I think
time.
right now, when it comes to live streaming, I have the education of a third grader.
We'll get you up to fifth grade status.
Yeah, okay.
Might
I would
take
like
a little bit.
I would like that.
And then you'd be on par with the Jeff Foxworthy game shows of the world.
Okay.
Is that even still on the air? It's probably gone by now.
Yeah, he's a
Are you
conservative.
smarter than a fifth grader? I don't know.
Yeah. Those guys were pretty funny back in the day.
Oh, yeah, the blue collar guy?
Oh, yeah. And you know what? Individually, they were okay. But when they came together for their own show, they blew it out of the water.
Oh, it was #1 grossing comedy tour, I think, in history.
Yeah, for at least a few years.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I saw all the movies. The only one that I never got to see live was Bill Engvall. Saw all the other three.
I don't recall seeing any of them.
Nah.
Nah.
I actually was going through some stuff, doing some spring cleaning around the house, and I actually found my old ticket stub from the dual headliner show of Larry the Cable Guy and Ron White in Kalamazoo, Michigan back in 2003. And he signed that for me.
Out of all three, Ron White was my favorite.
Oh, he's the funniest by far.
And then Foxworthy, and then the electrician, cable guy, whatever.
Yeah.
He was okay.
He's smarter than he lets on. I think the whole, hey, how did
Oh, it's totally an
that's
act.
Definitely an act, yeah.
It's totally an act.
Although he does do the dipping thing, you know, the chewing tobacco. I've never understood that. It just looks like it looks like you're perpetually in that whole just zoning out phase.
Well, the thing is the reason I make that face is because hundreds of times, maybe thousands of times, I've been talking into a group of soldiers. And then all of a sudden, I say the wrong word, and I can see it in their eyes. I knock a needle out of the groove, and they all have dips in, and it's like this. And I have to look quickly. Oh no! I may change that word to this. I'm serious because this is life and death shit. You want to make sure everyone knows what the fucking plan is.
It's very important to know these things. Otherwise, someone's gonna die.
That was my favorite thing. I steal it all the time.
Like, sword pop!
Oh, yeah. Just imagine that. You got like the whole company. And the company commander's like, all right, this is what we're going to do. And I'm blah, 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 blah. And in the back, you just hear, someone's going to die. Sword pop! Stop that shit! And I'm like, because I was big on false motivation.
Of course.
So if you called me like, hey, Sergeant Pop, and everyone would be laughing their ass off. No, if an officer calls you, you report at attention.
Of course.
If you're outranked by an NCO who calls you to the carpet, you're at parade rest with your hands are back here. But I remember I'd see him just seething with anger. So I'm like slow motion running. There's 100 and some odd people just laughing their ass off. What are you going to do to me? I got like 25 fucking years to 3 wars under my belt. Nothing.
You've had your ass chewed by the best of them.
Oh, God, yeah.
You got a Charlie Brown ghost ass by this point.
What was I got yelled at by a 2-star. I don't remember his name. And I've been yelled at by at least half a dozen full-bird colonels. Now, what people don't understand, in the military, if you're in the Army and you're a triple tabber, you can turn back the bad mojo from a lieutenant colonel. It can be done. It's very hard to do it for an 06 or above, though. And if a general really wants you, you're done. You just don't have it. You'd have to have a triple tab and a Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
Or like Legion of Merit or like 2 or 3 bronze or silver stars. So
that's how it goes. And you've had so many quality ass chewings at this point.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee when you have Taco Tuesday shits, Wednesday morning, it probably looks like the Bellagio fountain.
Eh.
Got to catch it all in a funnel. Hey, you take ass chewings with the best of them.
Hey, listen, the way I used to think about it, if you're playing a sport and you can have so many fouls and then you're kicked out of the game, if you finish the game with no fouls, you didn't play the game hard enough.
That's very true.
All right, so if you need to be there for your men, because I'm going to tell you right now, most of the time you get fucked up officers who don't know what the hell they're talking about. Their battalion commander yells at them and like, oh yeah, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, and I'm like, whoa,
Flip out, man.
Hey, you just cranked this whole thing up to 11. This doesn't need to go beyond a 6. We'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
And after they work with me 2 or 3 times, they literally, you could watch the stress level go way down because I handle it all.
Yeah. Yeah, so in this instance, when you said it'll be fine, it actually was fine.
It was fine.
It wasn't good idea fairy. It'll be fine.
No. Like I would write their op order, their warning order. I would give the op order. I would do the inventories. I would make sure like all the equipment was prepped. Ammo was on station, barracks, trucks, fuels, the whole thing. So I just handed it. Here you go, sir. It's all done. Just don't fuck it up. If you do what I tell you, you're going to get a successful OER. You'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
And that's actually what's fucking Russia up, too. They don't have, like, NCOs like me, but you have the guys at the top and you have a bunch of nugs at the bottom. Listen, I love the nugs. I do. I love the nugs. They come up with hilarious shit, and they sham, and they're geniuses about shamming. They are. It's hilarious. But you got to have that guy in the middle. Like, hey, what's going on here? Because I can guarantee you, if they had NCOs like me, when these officers are giving their Russian soldiers,
you'd be ripping them an asshole, man.
They'd be like the NCO in the back, like, someone's going to die, comrade. Shut up, Sergeant Pop.
I don't know what you are talking about.
I'm like, yeah. Let me get this straight. We're going to send a bunch of people out there who haven't been trained properly, and 60% of our munitions aren't going to go boom. We have old trucks with rotten tires, and we're going to radically overextend our supply lines. What could go wrong?
There's another good idea fairy for you right there. What could go wrong?
Yeah. It'll be fine. We'll handle it when we get there. No.
Yeah, we're going in there with subpar equipment, subpar command structure. It'll be fine. This can't last longer than 5 days. Right? Setting your own death trap, Putin. I'm just saying.
Because
missed.
This war's different, and we're going to win.
We're different, and we hate you.
Yeah, whatever, man. Bastard. All right. I'm glad to be back.
I'm glad to be back.
What's our roll call before we
nice roll call here. Before we do a roll call here, I want to make sure that I call attention to you guys. There is a link in the Meat Gazer box to this petition. It was sent to us by a fan. Wanted to make sure that we throw it out there. Oppose discrimination against men. I guess specifically this has to do with Cornell University. There's a Title IX complaint going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
Go on over there. I mean, I don't know. I don't think change.org positions do shit.
But
on this level they might.
But first of all, this individual was thrown out of his PhD doctorate.
Yeah.
Because he questioned some crazy bullshit. So
no, there's crazy bullshit in higher education. Never.
It's insane. With how college is, I don't even know why men go anymore. It's totally worthless.
I don't get it. It's really just it's a really, really great way to spend a lot of money falling asleep in class and getting rejected by women. That's what it is for most dudes now.
Well, like for instance, you're going to waste 2.5 years worth of tuition at any college in the lower 48 just to get to the core classes that you initially went to college for. Yep. That is such horseshit.
Yep.
Now listen. When I came back from the Army and I went to OCC, which is Oakland Community College, They gave me the basic tests, and I scored rock counting and cave painting on math and English, and I had to get up to speed. I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah.
But when you have to take like gender studies, what was another one that really pissed me off? Let's see, what is it? The injustice of the injustice of modern pay?
Yeah, I know, right? Those single mothers going out there and bragging about how they're more likely to be homeowners by 25 than men.
That was in the 90s.
Yeah, so oppressed.
And it was one class. And I remember I went and I bitched about it. I'm like, why the fuck do I have to? Well, because we want you to be well-rounded. Oh, that means we want you nice and brainwashed.
Yep.
And I have never given them another fucking dime. Fuck them.
Yeah. What the hell's the point?
Yeah, I graduated from OU in, I believe, 96 or 97.
I graduated from OU as well.
And they always call me, send me shit in the mail because I'm an alumni. They want my money. They could fuck off. I got bent over and they took a bunch of strokes on my ass at the bookstore. They will get no more strokes on the popster. It's not going to happen.
No.
No,
you give me back all that money I spent on that extra year of classes that no one needs to fucking take in order to get their degree, then maybe we'll talk. Maybe I'll cut you a check for $5. You can get yourself a nice gallon of gas.
Well, I had one professor throw me out of class because I didn't have the current book. What I did is I bought the old book from the year before for like $15. I went to another student. I got copies of the pages that weren't missing, put it in the old book, and I went to class of that. I had to go to the dean and pitch a bitch to get let back into class.
My God.
Cock.
Cackaholic.
All right, this show is not about bitching about college. You just got me on a rant.
Bitching about college is fun, and it's been a long time since you've seen a butt, so there you go. Feast your eyes.
Yeah. Listen, people love to watch this show because they know I'm going to rant.
That's exactly why they're here, and they're also here for me to play this soundbite.
I can feel your anger. Yes. It gives you focus.
Yes.
Makes you stronger.
Oh, yeah.
Never gets old. All right, we're going to do a quick roll call then to get into our first couple of minor subjects here. We got 57 currently watching on Twitch, 66 on D-Live, 63 on Odyssey. Hope the stream is working there well tonight. 428 currently watching on Rumble. How you Rumble ranters doing over there? We got 41 on MGTOW.tv and 580 just jumped up to 611 on YouTube. Only 299 likes. You need to smash that shit.
Come on, man.
Like you're hog slaying and you want a lasagna. You need to do it now.
One of our
not
wrenches.
Not that we know or anything.
Yeah, one of our wrenches said that was pretty funny
Riggs
comment.
Jr., you disgusting bastard. We wouldn't have you any other way. Suey. Mm-hmm. Speaking of suey, who the hell let this asshole back in the public eye? I'm just asking.
Now, first of all, this guy survived two mass shootings.
Yes.
One on the West Coast and one on the East Coast.
Do you have any idea the odds of that inside of only a couple years?
Crisis actor.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Crisis actor.
Allegedly. Right? Allegedly, we can't say anything because he's a survivor of a horrible thing, and we need to let him do the power fist and the sympathy and the black band on his arm, which is only missing a red circle with something inside it.
Yeah. Red circle with something inside.
Could look a little weird. I'm just saying.
Red circle with something inside it.
Just a little bit. An X doing cartwheels, right? I'm just saying he kind of looks like the Schittler youth.
I'll go with that.
But this cracks me up. He wants to know why we don't need a license to kill people.
Because murder is a fucking crime on earth and in heaven.
I mean, I don't know. We could make murder illegal. Could work.
Yeah?
I'm not sure if that's already a law in the books or not. I know it's a commandment.
Yeah, I believe that one came right after the burning bush, and he brought down the 15...
Not to be confused with your ex-hooer.
Well, he brought down the 15 commandments. He dropped one. It's 10 commandments.
History of the World Part 1. Zing.
Just saying. I'll bring you this 15.
10 commandments. I actually, because I was such a troll when I was doing the Catholic school thing, I was doing the Sunday school thing. I actually, bold face with a deadpan expression, asked a priest, "Is it true that Moses came down with 15 commandments and dropped a tablet?" And he's like, who told you that?
I used to mess with my grandfather because he was a minister. I wish I had known that. I would have done that. I always used to go round and round about Jesus.
Doesn't that make Jesus a zombie? He's not a zombie!
Or he got really pissed when I called Easter God on a stick day.
You're going to hell.
It's like, what did you say?
Hell.
I'm like, Grandpa, he's the son of God. They put him on a cross, which is a big stick. Am I wrong? No. You can be more respectful about that, though.
Like a corn dog.
I purposely did that just to aggravate.
I like my deities like I like my carnival foods.
A stick in it.
That's so fucked up. Lord, I apologize. Be with the pygmies in New Guinea. Amen. Speaking of pygmies, though, check this out. If you need a license to kill a deer, why don't you need one to kill humans?
There is one. It's called the Declaration of War.
I love this. Plenty of people will think this is dumb. Good for you. Well, because it is.
This guy's a moron.
It's one of the dumbest things. And my Lanta. I'm not looking out for an election, and I'm entitled to my own opinion no matter how much you disagree. Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Yep. That's why we have the First Amendment.
There's a block button. Unless you disagree with somebody's take and you think it's dumb, then you can demand censorship. You see how this works? Totally a two-way street.
All right. Now, I get all kinds of people that leave comments on our YouTube channels.
Oh, there's only a few rules.
Yeah. Like you don't, wish people to commit suicide. You don't talk about my kids.
Yeah.
Okay. And then if you continue with personal attacks, I'll give you like 1 or 2 warnings, then I block you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And I think in 10 years, 10 years, I don't even know how long we've been doing this.
Yeah, about 10 years now, yeah.
In about 10 years, I've probably blocked maybe 200 people.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No, we're. I mean, unless somebody says something derogatory about your family, whatever. I mean, we don't give a shit. It's the same thing with me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, like listen, if you want to, like, you're in the comments, you want to argue with me, that's fine. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that, and I usually give sources, and I put the studies and the stats.
I think that's one of the reasons leftoids hate us so much. Well, where does it say? Oh, damn it.
Yeah, and was it in 2018? I had a debate with a feminist.
Yeah,
I remember I started off with the basic ground rules was risk equals reward,
time
equals money.
Yep.
And then I just totally dismembered her.
You remember when we had the sex worker take issue with 500 Miles of Mr. Right?
Yep.
That was glorious. I even remember her name.
Oh, yeah.
LaToya. And the only video on her channel was one of her twerking. Naturally, of course. Although, I will say this, though. The face in the profile photo did not match the body, so I'm thinking somebody might have been full of shit.
Some Photoshoppy?
A little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's good times.
Yep.
Good times. Trolling is fun. I'm not going to say it isn't. But I mean, apparently, if you're a leftoid, you can make a career out of it because we're still talking about this freaking noob.
He keeps popping on the news every so often. Yeah. He's really annoying.
He's a racist cracker. Can I even say that? Am I going to get banned?
Maybe. I don't know.
He's a racist cracker.
That was funny as hell, though, bro. That was good shit right there.
If you could go to the casino and you would have better odds than witnessing 2 mass shootings on 2 different coastlines inside of 2 to 3 years. Unless you're a cop or you're in some sort of a civil servant or, actionable position where you're going to see that kind of shit often. Even then, most cops will retire without ever having fired their weapon.
That's true.
So
that's another thing that, and I know a lot of cops, and that's one of the main reasons they actually fear the veterans. because
Yep.
they haven't pulled their gun or used it. And we've been at war for 20 years. There's a lot of veterans walking around there.
Damn right.
If they get pissed off and they decide to go in and get their bean flinger.
Oh, that video that we watched, the people who just want to be left alone.
Yes.
You stir those people out of their comfort zone, out of the place where they have gone to get away from all this shit. Oh boy, it's not going to be a good time for you.
No, it's not.
Me.
Oh, here we go. The beggar.
What is that saying about beggars? Can't be choosers.
Can't be choosers.
I think. Yeah. Kaepernick, who equated the NFL to a slave plantation. Yes, because, all slaves from that period of history when we actually had that, they all retired with 401ks with millions of dollars, and that's why they're all doing so well for themselves now, right?
Yep.
Just saying.
It's not even a comparison.
Now he's begging for a job as a backup quarterback role in the NFL. You weren't even good enough for that.
Well, number one, even if his skill set would land him a position as a starting quarterback, the downside of having him as your quarterback and all the negative horse shit he's bringing with him, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
No, I mean, this dude is going to get booed off the field anywhere he happens to play if somebody is stupid enough to throw this guy a bone.
And well, the thing is now that the right is thoroughly pissed and the left is starting to move over to the right, we're seeing that pendulum start swinging the other way.
Yep.
And a lot of fuckers like this are going to get ground to dust under that thing.
You can always tell when a paradigm shift is coming because the culture or the political ideology that has had a stranglehold on the culture, they start doubling down on all the stupid and all the blame and shame and the name calling and the ad hominems. It's nonstop right now.
I know.
And it's because they're losing.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, they're not just losing. The Democrats are losing their base.
Yep.
I mean, Democrats are registering, a lot of Democrats are registering as Republicans.
Yep.
And so are a lot of independents.
They're walking away.
Yeah, because it's absolute insanity.
Yeah, because you can only go so far left before you tilt the scales and you go full tilt socialism or communism.
And that's already failed.
And there's already a handful of these assholes in the House of Representatives.
That's right.
Flat out said, well, I'm a democratic socialist. Yes, all socialist governments were elected democratically.
Yeah. You vote your way in,
but
and you have to shoot your way out.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I should have put a but up there. Hang on.
I saw that one. Okay.
She's got a nice Middle Eastern edge. She's got the dark eyeliner on there. I'm totally.
She's all right. She's all right.
I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers.
Nope.
Just saying.
I haven't thrown any woman on my bed for eating crackers.
Well, that would be very hypocritical of you if you were to throw anyone out of bed for eating food in it. I'm just saying, Mr. Half a gallon of ice cream at 3 o'clock in the morning, stuffed with a freaking spoon inside, tucked under the bed, because even your subconscious self is ashamed.
That was Evil Pop. Evil Pop did that.
That was the funny shit.
It's totally true.
The fact that you ate the whole thing.
I ate the whole fucking thing.
And Evil Pop was so ashamed that he puppeteered your body like that. You know, I wish globalists were half as ashamed for doing that to Joe Biden, that they would hide their work under the mattress with the spoon inside. This never happened.
Yeah, I fell off the wagon. What are you going to do?
Yeah, well, at least your butt's been wiped.
Yes, it has.
Son of a bitch. You want to read a few super chats before we go on to our first big story?
Let's do this.
All right. I'm going to keep up here as much as we can. 64 people still working over on Twitch. How you guys doing? We got 71 on D-Live. Odyssey, no chats over there yet. Checking the Rumble rants, nothing over there. Just so you guys know, Streamlabs and all that stuff, gone forever. We do have direct donation links in the Meat Gazer box via Stripe and Cash App. If you guys want to check us out on there, I've got the Cash App window over here, and I just reload it. Or you can donate on YouTube, even though they take 30% of it.
Yeah.
MGTOW.TV, Rumble, Odyssey. We appreciate everything. And, of course, you got the Lemon system over on D-Live.
Which I can't cash in because they won't accept my identification.
Yeah, apparently you don't look like you. It's weird. Drop to hammer now with 20 lemons, Rizoa with 11, and 2 shots with a single lemon. I better know what you're doing with that lemon.
Lemon
You're
drop.
doing 2 shots. Just saying. Good shit. All right, we'll go do MGTOW.TV first. We got 9 donations over there. First, we got Rig Me Sideways. Blake, did you enjoy getting away from your tyrannical dong taster boss?
Fucking asshole.
Perhaps you should go on strike and demand equal pay.
Oh, God.
I do okay. I'm not worried about it. That's funny, though. Rig Me Sideways again. Hey, Pop, are the Live from the Lair streams going to be a monthly feature?
I would like to do more than just once a month.
Yeah, do them as much as you like, man.
I mean, I try to do like a Live from the Lair once a week, don't I?
Well, yeah, you do, but not as a stream. It was.
Oh, yeah, not as a stream, yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
You could. We get you comfortable enough. You can do your little, your sponsor thing, put on your little Vanna White smile. Ding! You can start doing those on Sundays and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want. This work for me. Mungo Harry with a $20 donation. Hell yeah. How could anyone have a problem with Disney? I mean, look at all the kids that have performed with that company over the last 70 years, and they've all turned out great.
Yeah.
Haven't they?
I might have to go with a big fuck no on that one.
Lindsay Lohan, Britney Spears. It says that the only one who hasn't really lost his fucking mind is Ryan Gosling. And even then, I have no idea what he's doing behind closed doors. He might enjoy things with gerbils.
There's a whole bunch of like child actors that are dead, went to the nut house or in prison.
Yeah, a lot of them kicked their air addiction early because they had addictions to other things. It happens. Crazy uncle, when dealing with the micro dick that is Disney and people wonder if it is circling the drain, just say, let it die. If you have to, kill it. FYI, if you want, I can destroy almost every Disney movie in 3 sentences or less. I'm always down for that. It's good times.
All right.
Rig Me Sideways at Rock Hard On. You guys with these screen names on MGTOW, man. Blake, this was his comment. Someone with a super chat should ask Blake what happened in Barbados last week. Dexter Lawnjock was his tail gunner.
What happened in Barbados?
I have no idea.
I didn't hear about
Maybe
that.
it's a gay cruise joke. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about Barbados. Crazy uncle with 4 in a row here. You guys will love this. The other day, an LGBTQ WTF LOL was trying to get in everyone's face in a parking lot of a box store. As I passed by, it yelled at me, and I responded, "Fuck off, Chomo." Its reaction. True discrimination against males. Look no further than genital mutilation.
Amen.
The reason that hospitals will never stop circumcisions, even if you tell them not to, is because each severed penis gets $800 or more. Still trust your government-approved doctor?
No.
Yeah. Considering all the COVID protocols.
Oh, my Lord.
And all of the privacy waivers and shit like that were being passed around behind closed doors. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yep. Crazy uncle with a good reminder. I was thinking about this earlier when we were talking about David Hogg. His father is a federal agent. Enough said.
Aha.
And he needs your help. Since I'm not in the studio, I've seen vets that have not held a weapon in decades get a piece of their old equipment, and you can see the muscle memory kick in. Bob, can you give at least one example?
Well, every time I go to the range and shoot my weapons, in my mind, I'm like, clear on the right, clear on the left. All right, watch your lane. I do that.
Ready on the right.
Let's see. Well, I remember I was at in a marina on the 4th of July a couple years back. And there was about 2 hours until the fireworks show was supposed to go off. And they did one of those tests where they fire up one of the mortar rounds, and the real loud ones. And I'm sitting there. I'm literally on my face. Like, oh, shit, what's that? It happens, man. You go right into, incoming! Yeah, I do that all the time.
That's funny shit. Oh, good times. Great oldies. All right. I was just thinking about it. We did that. I helped my buddy do that short film a couple years back. The guy who helped us with the streams a couple times when we were first starting out.
Uh-huh.
and I had you put together your weapon on video. We did it super fast because you were supposed to be the munitions expert in the film.
Uh-huh.
And I should have saved that footage because I totally could have just slapped that together and thrown it on there just so everybody could see.
I mean, I could tear it down and put together an M16 in no time flat.
You can do that.
Like to get out of the Q course to be a weapons sergeant, they teach you all of these machine guns, all of these pistols, all of these rifles and assault rifles that go back to World War I. And then they randomly pick 3 weapons, disassemble them, throw them in a giant plastic bag. You can't see anything. It's just your hands in this thing, and you have to build all these, put all 3 weapons together without you using your eyes. It's all by touch.
Yep.
And that was tough.
Tough. All right, what do we got here now? We got first chat on YouTube here is from Mike Davis. I've heard the Biden presidency is like being tied to a chair and watching a toddler play with a loaded handgun.
Yeah.
That's about right.
A handgun would be the nuclear football.
What?
I just cannot believe that guy's... Oh, my God.
Yeah. Literally, the Constitution nullifies his ability to hold office. He should have been 25th immediately. In fact, he never should have been allowed to run in the first place.
I know.
He's technically what they would have considered at the time the Constitution was written, a madman.
Mm-hmm.
That is not an exaggeration.
You don't want a madman to be your president.
No. And at that point in time, they didn't know that his finger was going to be hovering over a little red button that could destroy entire cities in one go.
Yeah, or in the earth.
Yeah, just saying. JL, did the Pringles man get divorced? In the logo redesign, he lost all of his hair and the shine in his eyes is gone. That's pretty funny. I didn't notice that. Oh, shit. It took me like 10 years to realize that Captain Crunch's eyebrows were on his hat. That was a weird day.
I used to love Captain Crunch.
It always cuts the top of your mouth, though.
I know, but I still love this. I love the original. I don't like the funky colors and flavors.
Yeah, you want to have a real good time. You want to fuck with your kids, okay? Mm-hmm. You make them eat Captain Crunch, and then after they brush their teeth afterwards, you give them some Listerine, and then you will no longer be the cool dad.
Nice.
Just saying. Sharpshooter James, damn it, Blake. Hope you enjoyed your time away. I guess the captain of the gay cruise has to actually captain every so often. Well,
icebergs and
I
stuff.
ran out my quota of sick days. What do you want from me?
You sons of bitches.
You sons of bitches. Keith Peterson wants a nice bud. There it is. Ooh. Does look almost painted on.
Yeah, I would say that.
I'm totally cool with it. Alex Patino, Vietnam War did teach U.S. military that NCOs are not to be ignored. If a stupid lieutenant listens and pays attention to NCOs, he'll have a great career. If he ignores the NCOs, someone's gonna die.
Somebody gets fragged.
Yes.
Yep.
Stephen Ortiz, I hope Disney falls. Yes. Make a hole for Nintendo Land. Yeah, I'd be cool. Totally cool with that. If they had live action, full-size Mario Kart. I mean, you can't, nuke people with blue shells or anything, but I think it could be fun.
Well, I just think they need to start break up Disney, break up Amazon. We got to get rid of these giant corporations because we're starting to suffer from our own form of crony capitalism.
Yeah.
It needs to stop.
I mean, these companies are violating antitrust left and right, but because they're the donor class, no one gives a shit.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Bastards. The competent man. Lima, Peru is locked down because of protests over food prices. The next phase is starting from the fallout over the COVID BS.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of problems.
It's going to get a hell of a lot worse before it gets better, if it gets better.
Yep. And that's one of the main reasons they want to disarm the American population.
Yeah.
Because they know if that happens here,
they don't want resistance.
They're going to have a lot of resistance. Yep. If not, wind up getting overthrown.
That'll be a good day. It'll be a very bloody day, but it'll be a good day. Not that I want that or anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, that's typically what they want.
Yep. Ascot Man, welcome back, Blake. Watching Pop figure out how to live stream on his own was like watching a caveman learn how to use fire. I gotta say, you know how to run a smooth gay cruise. Aye, aye.
Yeah.
LS420 Stoner, how would defunding Disney affect anything?
All right.
I don't know.
You want to know why? All right. Disney owns an ass load of media companies. They also own large stakes in Hollywood. And they are actively molding the minds of your children to be victims of many different things. I can't really say since we're on the tube.
Alphabet Mafia think.
Yes. So, I mean, that is a huge threat to this country. And that needs to get broken up. That should not be allowed to happen. We shouldn't have 6 corporations owning every media source in this nation.
Amen.
That's how you do that.
Yep. It's really, really scary that the same people who claim they're the hashtag resist crowd have no problem with Disney doing this shit.
That's right.
It's hilarious. It's like, what exactly are you resisting when the entire left wing of Capitol Hill is on your side, when the entire media apparatus pushes your narrative, when all 6 of the major corporations controlling over 90% of the media push your narrative, when every major corporation has your flags and pushes your pride and your message and your voice on their platforms, when government buildings are flying BLM and rainbow flags, you are not the resistance, you are the oppressor. You're the establishment, and it would do you very well to figure out which is which before you become a useful idiot that's no longer useful. Remember Night of the Long Knives? I do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think I deserve one of those.
Yeah. That's exactly what Night of the Long Knives was.
Yeah. So the useful idiots, or we don't need them anymore?
Well, no. Well,
right.
Hitler used the brown shirts to seize power.
Yeah.
And do exactly what, they did all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
And then once he was the chancellor, he's like, I don't need these people because they know how to overthrow me. I need to make them go away.
Exactly.
Wham!
When the useful idiots are no longer useful,
wham!
That's what big holes in the ground are for. Or sometimes they don't even bother covering you up. They just light y'all on fire.
Yeah.
And you did it to yourself.
It's not efficient, but yeah, you're right.
Finishing up the rest of that chat from LS420 Stoner, he says, in my opinion, as long as Disney is raking in CCP money, they'll continue to peddle their leftist horse hockey. By the way, Larry the Cable Guy is our saint.
Okay. Now, he is correct there.
Yeah, he is very correct.
Except for this. CCP has basically not allowed several of the past movies from Disney to be shown in their country.
Oh, you want to see something hilarious? Look up a comparison for any movie with a black actor in the lead, or the one that I know of most specifically is
Star
The
Wars.
Last Jedi.
Yep.
Yeah. Take a look at the posters in the U.S. versus the posters in China and tell me what's missing.
All right. Now, I know lots of friends of mine who have spent time in China, or their wives are former Chinese. And they are some of the most prejudiced people on the planet.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And what really cracks me up is that Disney's over here saying that we're the systemically racist system. We're the one with the problems. You should be allowing teachers to brainwash and groom your kids. Meanwhile, we're going to strike up deals with China and numerous other countries that are staunchly anti-gay. It's all about the money.
Yes, it is.
Every single bit of it.
Yep.
And every leftoid out there who bought a Disney Plus membership over this, you're nothing but a fucking moron.
Yeah, you're the person who would have turned in Anne Frank.
Exactly.
That's exactly who you are.
Fuck China. China sucks. Ohio Trucker 1. Ohio is following Florida's lead. We had an anti-grooming bill introduced a few days ago. Yes, Arizona did the same.
Good.
Pop thoughts on if more states will pass similar laws.
Well, you're going to see similar laws come up from all of the states who already have constitutional carry.
Yes.
All right. And then when that number gets to 36 or 38, then it's going to get lively up in here because those numbers keep popping into my head.
Constitutional Convention. Boop, 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 boop.
I don't know. I just keep seeing those numbers, man.
My balls itch with a donation on YouTube. It's very nice spelling, by the way. Just want to hear you guys say my username. Again, much love, and I appreciate everything that you've done for me and everyone else.
And we're up to 4:30 now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Successful Endeavors sent us a link here. It looks like an event of some kind. Opoa.info, Oregon Peace Officers Association. Class title, Domestic Terrorism and Hate Groups. Oh, and because this is in Oregon, subjects, groups, and ideologies to be covered. Anarchist/Antifa, White Supreme Pizza, Incel Movement /MGTOW. I love how you put both of those together and expect to be taken seriously. Proud Boys, The Base, Adam Waffen Division, The Green Brigade. Oh, it just goes on and on. Holy smoking Joe Frazier. I'm going to have to forward this to you.
Yeah, first of all, this whole like trying to turn MGTOW into a hate group is absolutely ludicrous.
Yep.
Because nobody's running MGTOW. It's basically a bunch of people came up with the same idea around the same time. Like, wait a minute. All right.
And it's essentially gender swapping feminism, too.
Yes.
So if we're not going to classify feminism as a hate group and you believe in feminism, which is allegedly equality, you can't do it to the other side unless you want to be a huge hypocrite.
Well, the thing is they are seeing that the MGTOW, the red pill philosophy, is growing. All right. Now, historically, women needed men. We now have a model where they don't need men directly, but they still need their money.
Yep.
Now, if men are not participating in the system, not getting married so they don't get ass raped for half their shit, they're going to lose their foothold to the money.
Yeah. Why do you think the concept of a bachelor tax keeps coming back up?
Because it has existed in the past.
Yeah.
Rome did it.
I guarantee you they're probably going to try to start busting that shit out. Well, we're not able to pay for all these social programs, so now we're just going to blatantly go after the middle class. And if you're not married, but only if you're a man, you got to pay this tax.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And
they're not going to make women pay it.
No. Our government, as it stands now, has been violating the Constitution for years in family court.
Yeah.
And it's only, and I saw this years ago when I had a couple of my soldiers get ass raped in court. I was in the courtroom and I'm like, holy fuck, how can I get away with this? I'm like, you should appeal this to federal court. Oh, we can't because it's a family court thing. I'm like, what? Yeah. They violated your fucking Constitution. I'm like, oh shit.
Yep.
Because it's only gotten worse.
Yep.
And here's another thing. All right. If you are one of those men and you find out that you've been duped, that the kid is not yours, but because she fooled you for 2 years, you still have to pay child support on a kid who's not yours. Guess what just happened to you? You've been turned into a legitimate slave. Okay. You should not take that lying down. Period. I'm not going to elaborate anymore. I'm just saying that you should not take that lying down.
No. And I love how they try to lump in incels with MGTOW. Like, sorry, the largest group of incels on the planet are single women over 40.
Oh, no. Men from Islamic countries. A lot of those dudes never see pussy.
Okay, well, in the West then.
And here's another thing.
They might see goats.
Well, here's another thing.
Pick your hole.
If men do not have a stake in their society, and the way they get a stake is if they're married, they have a family, they have the responsibilities. If they cannot get their hands on a woman or get married and they have no stake in the society and there's enough of them, that's an army.
No wonder they promise them 72 virgins when they get to the other side.
Well, I'm just saying, that's a fucking army.
I know.
That's why you always have continuous civil wars in the Middle East.
Yeah, unfortunately for these people with these explosive I love me coats, the 72 virgins when they get to the other side are all their friends who did the same shit.
First of all, if you've ever seen the human remains that are left over after that.
There's not really much in the way of remains.
There's a lot left. And it's disgusting. Like literally the skin from here, it just gets basically peeled off their body front and back. And it turns into, it's still attached at the top of the skull. So literally you pull it down and you can see their face and everything. Ears, everything. Boop. And like their midsection is vaporized and a leg will go that way and a leg will go that way. Because I was on those zombie teams. I was ordered out into like the sector to do retinal scans and fingerprints on dead bodies. I did that one time, but I got ordered out like dozens of times. And I'd literally go out with the Marines, and they're like, "Oh, we got to do another zombie hunt." I'm like, "Nope." They just drive out there. All right, everybody, pull out a Coca-Cola. And we're going to wait 15 minutes.
Woo.
Looks totally unsafe. We're going back in. They're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was fucking stupid. I got so sick and tired of risking people's lives so some officer who didn't have the balls to leave the wire could get a goddamn Bronze Star. Fuck you.
Just like the armchair slacktivists they now listen to over their own soldiers.
Yep.
Lovely. Almost 6 million man-hours of woke training can't be wrong.
And listen, I'm getting the numbers for the retention rates in the military, and it's not looking good. They've already lowered the amount of soldiers. It's now lower than it was prior to World War II because people are not enlisting, and I don't fucking blame them. I don't.
They have taken the most powerful army on the planet, and they've turned it into...
Yep.
Flush it. Shark dentures. I haven't personally attacked Pop at all, which means according to Pop, since I haven't used any of my 1 to 2 chances, I'm not trying hard enough.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. He could take a good burn with the rest of them.
Fuck yeah, I can.
LS420 Stoner, are you sure the left won't win? Don't they control governments, media, and various militaries? Won't the left just rise up and crush us all? No. They're too weak.
Well, hang on.
And their numbers are too small.
No, hang on. Yes, they can try that. They literally can. And the thing that will determine if they're successful or not is if people just let them do it. Because if people resist, they don't have the force to do that.
No. So we've talked about it several times. If a two-way rifle range were to kick off in this country, leftoids would seize control of major cities because that's where they outnumber the rest of us, like 10-1.
The idiots.
And then they would declare victory and go home. And then the people in the sticks would come out. They would cut off all the electric, all the water, all the natural gas, all the food. They wouldn't get anything. And then within 72 hours, they would be eating each other.
It's more like 5 days, but yeah.
Like you said, any country, if things get bad, is 72 hours away from chaos.
From chaos, yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm quoting you back to you, and you like to correct me. Isn't that amazing how that works?
This is how it works. The reason I say 5 days is most people have 2 to 3 days worth of food in their kitchen.
I don't know, man. Have you seen these leftoids try and cook?
Yeah. All right, I stand corrected. It's 3 days.
I mean, they got to go out and get their Soylent Green from Star Dollars in the morning, and then they want to go to their, local Chinese hovel because that's how they worship communism.
Yeah, listen, hey, look, you can't afford gas? Give up to Starbucks.
Yep. Keith Peterson, oh, thank heaven, 3 a.m., 7-Eleven ice cream. But, we already saw her. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Dung is fun. I miss Pop with the whiteboard. So funny. You still got it in the lair.
I can do another one. Hey, I got to take a quick piss.
Oh, okay. I guess it's time for
45 minutes, man. I'm doing pretty good.
All right. You know what? While you're doing that, I am going to read our sponsor message first, and then we'll do the pee-pee dance. How about that? All right, tonight's sponsor is The Police Are Not Your Friends. Because if the slow-motion collapse of Western civilization into a Marxist police state hasn't taught you the obvious, you need to let Thomas Fitzgerald spell it out for you in this book. A guide to police interaction, detainment, arrest, and trial. Because understanding your rights is how you get your white belt in administrative violence. It is available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle. Right now, there is a link in the Meat Gazer box. And on top of that, you guys have helped take this little book from ranked in the thousands in its category on Amazon. It is now ranked number 2. Let's get a few more copies sold this week and push Tom Fitzgerald up to number 1. And in the meantime, enjoy the pee-pee dance. We'll return you to the Dyslexia Theater production of the Joe Biden biopic, Porn Cop's a Bad Dude, in just a moment. Going to continue with the rest of your super chats here in a second.
Well, here's the weird part when I look at those deep fakes. Do I have a face that easily fits on that stuff? Because it looks pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of them do. Yeah, it's kind of freaky.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, man.
I guess you just get one of those faces, man.
I got like this beat-up mongrel mutt face.
American Psycho Pop. That's Evil Pop right there. You've seen Evil Pop in the full effect, only without the fat Punisher look.
If I had a crazy pop persona, that would be him.
Michael Morgan, you two have said that Biden was installed. How will voting get him out if it supposedly got him in and it's just reported that Biden won again in 2024? Well, it's a little different than how it was in 2020. Many, many states where there were shenanigans have since defortified their process. So essentially, they acknowledged and admitted what happened without actually admitting it publicly.
I'm just saying, have 1,000 patriots at every polling station in the blue cities.
Yep.
I can guarantee you the shenanigans that happened at Cobo Hall would not have happened if there was 500 to 1,000 motherfuckers that didn't go home and they closed the polls, stayed there all night to make sure that shit didn't happen. And if it did, bust your ass in there to supervise what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. They try to block windows. You rip that shit down.
You take the windows out.
Yep. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just saying. Duly elected, most popular president ever, all that bullshit.
Listen, when people are doing nefarious shit, they always try to hide it. You don't let them hide it.
Yep. Carl Jackson. Pop has a piccolo and a cane. Yes, he does. I said, John, I think I'd make a good president. I have some good ideas. Tell me what you think. Have illegal immigrants chase down sex offenders for a chance at citizenship and call it Aliens versus Predator.
I like it. I like it.
Brilliant. I dig it. That is awesome. Channel 1-800-DUMB from New Zealand. Blake, be back. I got my menagerie and shh. You know what to do when he's not looking.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Shut up.
We got Sam Whiskey here. Oh, I'm sorry. It's moving around here. C.G. Roberts. I saw that hammer was listed as a domestic tea on some show last week. They must have been scared of the beard.
They called him a
Seriously?
A terrorist?
The dude makes videos and he looks like Santa Claus. Give me a break.
I like Hammerhand, but he's not the terrorist type.
No.
I've seen those guys.
Ascension! Blake, do some anime butts. New tech?
Yeah, maybe.
Because YouTube, I would not surprise me if they tried to screw me for hand-drawn.
It's a cartoon ass!
Channel 1-800-DUMB again. Papa and Blake, you heard the dramas are trying to do with Hammerhand. Basically disgusting and rotten. F them. Yeah.
That's absolutely correct, yeah.
That's fucking bullshit. I mean, you can't meet a nicer guy in the Manosphere. He's
a good dude.
Sweet. He's a good dude. Sam Whiskey, have you seen the Scottish superhero called Slapman, a.k.a. Divhead Moyes?
No, I've never seen that.
No, Divehead Moyes. I heard what the Five Fingers said to the face. It was ironic that the Fresh Prince left Fresh Prince on someone else's face.
That's funny.
Although if he did decide to try and sue, this time, paper would not beat rock. Just saying. It's Reaper01. Don't judge me! It was an accident, and I'm still learning. Details in the email. Oh,
no,
shit.
here we go.
Oh, no.
What do we got here?
All right, whose email did you send it to? Oh, here it is. Recently, during my pen test course to be an ethical hacker that I've been working on for the past month or so, I accidentally hacked into my neighbor's computer and webcam. I saw a 56-year-old woman the size of Tess Holliday prepping an erotic piston-like contraption with a rainbow horse-shaped appendage on the end. She was turning on one of those ring lights. This is the same woman who wears the proud single mother and hip breaker T-shirts. I learned a painful lesson that day. Stay in the virtual lab.
The double stroker.
Oh.
No, I used Dragon. Not Dragon. What was it? It's a Linux program. And I used to basically crack the routers around where I used to stay just for fun. I found an ATF surveillance van that way.
Oh, yeah, you told me that. That was funny shit. Dung is fun. When a guy that is strapped with explosives to his body and it goes off and the skin gets pulled up to his head after the explosion, wouldn't that be a reverse circumcision?
Yes, it is, actually. You're absolutely correct.
Your logic is impeccable and disgusting.
But he is totally correct.
But, it is now time.
That's not a real ass. It's got to be modified.
Well, she's kind of holding it up. But hey, I've seen women with asses like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to talk about the Disney degens.
All right. Now
They have a child predator problem, I would say so.
All right. So we've all heard in the media about Disney doubling down, and I'm sure you've already listened to the released calls of them calling they want 50% of their material to be gay and trans.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because that's going to end well for your
The
marketing.
proof is in the pudding.
Yep.
Disney has had individuals arrested every single year for child molestation and pedophilia.
Yep. Every single year since 2012, Disney has had employees arrested for child sex trafficking.
Yes, absolutely correct. Now
That is messed up.
Now, Disney, from I believe it was a 1967 law was passed to allow Disney to basically manage themselves like a city, meaning they have their own police force, their own investigative services or whatever. They were never involved in any of these busts, to my knowledge. I could be wrong here. But you have individuals flocking to that area because they know they can get easy targets.
Yeah. The whole thing is, at this point, when you see how far this goes back, I want to say this newest bust, I mean, it wasn't entirely Disney, but you're talking 180 people in this newest bust. In 2017, I want to say it was 108. In 2014, there was a whole 6-month investigation, and 35 employees just from Disney were charged with sex crimes against kids.
Yes.
When it happens every single year like clockwork, you don't have bad actors flocking to destroy your brand. You have a culture that creates, breeds, and encourages monsters.
Correct.
And when you look at what they're saying about a bill that's only 7 pages long that anyone can fucking pick up and read it, it's not like the ACA where it's longer than Stephen King's The Stand. You can hold the bill in your hand and read it, and not once does it say gay.
No.
And they're going to stand against, oh no, we're going to make at least 50% of our new material now is going to be gay and trans for kids. You know which countries are not going to buy that shit? The same ones you're trying to suck their little tiny egg rolls.
Yep.
China's not going to buy it. All these other countries that are anti-gay, they're not going to buy it. You're doing it to virtue signal to a bunch of asshats who are not going to buy your shit anyway because they think the government should be giving them all their money.
Well, the gay community makes up 5 to 6% of the gross population of this country, and the trans population is half of 1%. So literally, Disney is bending over backwards to placate a fraction of the population and turn the rest of us into the victims for that small population. That is fucked up.
And everything that the left right now is pushing and Disney is embracing and trying to peddle to your kids it is literally going to destroy this country. We have right now, like the official numbers finally, like 75 years later, whatever, 72 years late from the 1950 census came in. We have more than double the population now and less than half the birth rate. Now, China is currently trying to avoid a demographic time bomb, which is why they may or may not have released an unspecified illness of unknown origin. Okay, and now, because the leftoids have fully embraced things that prevent that, it's like, oh, well, we want you to, you should get abortions. You should take puberty blockers so you're completely infertile. You should do all of these things that prevent you from reproducing and actually, having a nuclear family.
Well, we're already seeing that.
I know.
They've already eroded the nuclear family.
It's not going to go well.
This country is crumbling because of that.
Yeah, in 20, 30 years, it's going to get real fucking bad. That is if it doesn't collapse before then.
Yeah, well, in 20, 30 years, I'll be way too old to participate if I live that long.
Well, you're on the 65 and out plan, so you
yeah,
got
you're
like,
right.
what, another 12
I
years?
probably won't be here. I'm on the back 9 anyway. So.
You like your pizza too much, man.
Yeah, you're right.
But hey, you know what? I want that number on that board to be at least 1,000 by then.
I hope it is.
At least. Needs to be more.
Amen.
Just saying. Oh, look at this here. So the stories are horrifying. In one case, police set up a sting operation that nabbed 3 Disney employees who believed they were soliciting shenanigans from minors. Robert Kingsolver, who oversaw ride repairs at Disney World, enticed someone he thought was a 14-year-old girl into a private residence. Joel Torres, another Disney employee, brought condoms with him to meet with a 14-year-old child. Alan Treaster, a concierge at the park's Animal Kingdom Lodge, went to a 14-year-old boy to fulfill a fantasy of being a big teddy bear for a younger chaser. In all 3 cases, the men were met and then arrested by police who had set up the trap to catch predators in the Orlando region.
Wow.
You were mentioning this earlier. And when you look at the track record, you see stories like this. You were mentioning, the Catholic Church.
Oh, yeah.
They looked the other way for years, and to the point where it started attracting more of these priests.
It did. They
these
literally,
kid diddlers.
If there was any crazy accusations, boom, that priest is in Rome.
Yeah. At this point, because when it goes on long enough, like I said, you no longer have bad actors. This is a culture, and they're turning a blind eye to an open secret.
That's exactly what they're doing. And
Redonkulas.
Listen, do you want to take your kids into an environment where they could be turned into victims or be the prey for some sickos? Fuck no. And you're going to get ass raped by the park for the amount of money you pay for everything.
So you're getting fucked while you're getting fucked.
Yes.
That's not good.
No, that is not good at all.
Let me touch the sprouts. Bad Mickey. Bad touch.
You want to talk about
here.
getting fucked to the second power, man. Wow.
It's terrible. But, hang on. It's not all bad news because apparently there are people who can still use Twitter for good. And I'm not just talking about Elon Musk buying 10% of their shares. Almost 10%, like 9.4 or something like that.
Yep.
It's good times. And there's already people resigning and they think that we're going to care. No,
we don't care. The way Disney's been performing the past 10 years, I just want them to get broken up and disappear. They no longer support this country. They are not, I'm sure Walt Disney did what he did because, one, he wanted to make money, and he was entertaining kids, and he was trying to improve, the civilization. That is not what Disney's doing now.
No.
They need to be gone.
They have
my
gone
opinion.
Full-blown commie-crat, and everything they do is to push that agenda and endear themselves to countries that would basically take anyone who champions this rhetoric and hang them for it or force them into a labor camp.
Or throw them off a building.
There's also that. I believe I can fly. Chris Rufo has put Disney on blast and drops a list of Disney employees that have been arrested for molestation and ORN pay. Oh, this is too good. And there's a lot of pictures, too. Now, if there's one thing that Disney has definitely embraced when hiring these predators, it's diversity.
Yeah,
I will say that. So you got this guy. This is Robert Kingsolver dude that we heard about here. This is Alan Treaster.
Wow, that's a fat bastard.
That dude could run a few.
He's like $4 bills.
That's Paul Fazio. He kind of looked like Abe Vigoda shit him out and then tried to arrange his features like Mr. Potato Head.
50 counts of
possession of child ORN pay. Multiple scenes of nude prepubescent children engaging in. That's disgusting. I'm not even going to finish that sentence.
Yeah.
Patrick Holgerson, arrested for soliciting shenanigans from undercover agents posing as a 13-year-old boy. I work with kids, and I love kids, and not in a bad way. I just have a strong connection with kids.
Uh-huh.
And sadly, that dude looks like Ralph Macchio. I'd say more diversity here. Justin Hazen, Arlandre Sims, arrested and charged with a total of 40 counts of child ORN pay, depicting victims as young as 4 to 5.
That is sickening.
Disney cruise employee whose mother clearly drank and did drugs while he was in the womb. Oliver Lovat, arrested for molesting a 10-year-old boy on the ship's Oceaneer Kids Lab. And the charges were later dropped when the boy's parents did not want him to testify in court.
Yeah.
Wow. Pussy. I'm sorry. I did. More diversity here. Milton Braganza caught on camera molesting an 11-year-old girl. Disney authorities allegedly told security to keep your mouth shut, allowing the man to evade arrest. What were we saying earlier about a culture that incentivizes and encourages this shit?
There you go.
More diversity. Savannah Lawrence and Jonathan McGrew arrested for soliciting a three-way with undercover agents posing as a 13-year-old girl. Talk about your ebony and ivory. And then, Disney has had employees arrested for child sex crimes in 2012 every year up till the present. Wow! Holy shit!
What is this telling you? This is fucked up. Woo! This is Walt Disney.
Everyone
now,
take a drink.
When I made that Boba Fett movie, when I heard Disney bought Star Wars, I thought it was going to be really good. And I take those words back now. I really do.
Yep.
Because they are screwing the pooch. We need to systematically dismember Disney and make them go away.
Yeah. And
this is nothing new.
No, the fucked up part is that this is not anything new. And Disney and others in Hollyweird have been actively trying to censor anyone who brings this to our attention for decades. And who's the most prominent member among these voices? Corey Feldman.
Yep.
There is a whole documentary that Hollyweird has gone out of their way to make sure you never see it. It is out there. You can find it. You may have to torrent it, but it is out there. It's called An Open Secret. He spills the beans on everything that happened to him, Corey Haim. If memory serves, there was some weirdness in there with Charlie Sheen as well, not as a victim, but as a perpetrator.
Mm-hmm.
A little messed up. And Elijah Wood apparently went on record, was talking about various things. What does he say here? Because I remember reading it. It was pretty fucked up. I want to say it's right here at the end here. Yeah, there he is. Clearly something major was going on in Hollywood. It was all organized. There are a lot of vipers in this industry, people who only have their own interests in mind. However, he clarified on Twitter and to the Hollywood Reporter that his statement was based on the documentary An Open Secret and not his personal experiences. I highly doubt that very much. Considering the kind of people that he was in with. Weinstein was very instrumental in bringing in Lord of the Rings. Not good. And Corey Haim, we all know, wound up. I think he OD'd, didn't he?
I don't.
Once upon a time?
Bad with names.
This guy. One on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he OD'd.
That's a shame.
Yeah, and of course, everybody's going to... What about Michael Jackson? It says right here, Corey Feldman says flat out that his friendship with Michael Jackson, who was sued, blah, 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 and acquitted of all charges, nothing's going to change on that because there's no new evidence. The man is gone. Let him rest in peace. He told the Hollywood Reporter Jackson was never inappropriate with him. If you guys have not seen Razorfist's entire expose on all of the accusations and documentaries and bullshit levied at Michael Jackson, he brings receipts and he debunks all of it.
So I will say this about Michael Jackson. He was one of those child stars, and he, as an adult, he was not mentally healthy, in my opinion.
Well, no, I mean, growing up how he did, I'm actually surprised he was as well-adjusted as he turned out.
The rumor is his father was a tyrant, man.
Absolutely. It cracks me up. A lot of these people are like, I stayed in Michael Jackson's bedroom. Michael Jackson's bedroom is 2 stories. It's the size of a house. He could be asleep in one room of his bedroom, and you could be down 1 floor way the fuck over there.
Listen, I don't know the details. All I know is whenever I saw Michael Jackson, I just got the huge creepy vibe.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is how he was raised.
My asp was going nuts. I'm like,
yeah, but you know what? Being creepy does not necessarily make someone a creep.
No, I'm saying.
Sure that a lot of these people who worked at Disney would have, he just seemed like a regular guy.
Yep.
Yeah, some of the biggest creepy-looking dudes have hearts of gold.
Yeah, you are correct.
I'm friends with some of them. Just say it. It's fucked up. But yeah, I can't recommend that one enough. I'm going to send you those links, actually, because I was talking about that Razorfist thing on Michael Jackson. 3 videos. They're probably about an hour long total.
All right.
All of them are hilarious, right to the point. He just cuts through all the bullshit.
I'll watch them.
I still want to have you on the show, man. I don't know if you ever watched us. Been trying to trade emails with you. Haven't heard back. but I've been
He's
a
a busy
huge
dude,
Razor
man.
Fist fan.
Yeah, I like his show.
So, what do you think in regards to this Disney thing? What can people like us do? Like
Okay.
average dudes. We got over 1,000 people watching the show right now.
Average dude, cancel your Disney Plus, number one. Number two, stop going to any movies that are put out by Disney. Don't give them your fucking money. Don't go to their parks. All right. In fact, get on Facebook and warn all of your friends and family and show them this video when it comes out. And listen, this is the craziness that's going on. Basically, Disney has become the producer of pedos.
Yeah.
There's somebody there turning a crank right next to the guy who turns the crank that produces idiots, but this one creates pedos.
Degenerate Disney diddlers.
Yeah, I like that.
DDD, it's your favorite bra size.
Yeah.
Oh, man, degenerate Disney diddlers. Sounds like a Little League team. We really love the kids. We're going to start a Little League team. Oh, yeah, what's it called? The Disney Diddlers. Might need work.
Yeah, you kind of, I might want to rethink that
You
name.
might want to rethink that a little bit. Ugh. Mickey's Molesters. I still don't like it. Go back to the first one there.
Damn.
Donald King Dong Eater. No, I don't like that either. Stop it.
That's not going to work.
Stop it.
Stop it.
It's terrible. Dewey, cheat 'em and how, duck 'em and run. All right.
Do you have time for another inventory?
Fucking Disney. Fucking Disney. Yes. We'll do a quick inventory here. We're going to read some super chats, and then we're going to go over and we're going to talk about Joe Biden's idea of medicine on new tech. And you know what that means? We're going to be talking about some stuff that'll get us banned on YouTube.
We'll get you killed.
Namely the manual transmission community. They don't like us. How you doing, Gabe?
Yeah.
85 people. Goofy's groomers. I like that. Jimmy Bones. It's brilliant. 85 currently on Twitch. 85 on DLive. Keeping head and head there. And we got a 95 on Odyssey. Live stream has ended. What the fuck is going on Rumble? No, it's still there.
Okay. What's going on in Rumble?
Rumble's fucking up, man.
Yeah. For growing pains.
I hope I didn't miss any Rumble rants because I saw a whole bunch of shit flip by, but I'm only seeing one. Anybody over on Rumble who sent in a donation, if I miss it, because right now all I'm seeing is, I believe, Jimmy Bones.
I couldn't even deal with the Rumble thing when I did the live stream.
Yeah, I got one from Jimmy Bones, and that's it. So anybody else on Rumble who sent in a rant, please shoot it to the email, redonkulas12gmail.com, with your screen name, and I'll make sure that I read it. And we got 62 on MGTOW.tv. 683 on Rumble, by the way. And 977 now. Just dropped a little bit on YouTube. Outstanding.
That's not bad. Close to 2,000.
Donald's Duckers, Goofy's Gropers, Minnie's Moochers. Yeah. Minnie's Molesters. Mickey. It's so disgusting. Shit. Oh, we got You Get a Cookie has donated 1,000 lemons on DLive. Outstanding. Thank you very
so much.
Good sir. That is fantastic. And we got some donations over here on Odyssey. Jackal the Emperor. What's up, friggers? Good to have the captain back. Is your ass all right after your vacation on the Crytanic, Blake? I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, man.
Tell your mom I missed her.
Ah, Jesus.
Jackal the Emperor again. Guess what? There's a story in the brain being prepped for Thought Thursday. The teaser, me and my buddy got Jew chambered. The horror on my nose gags. You got jute chambered on his nose?
I don't want to know if that is.
It's a little weird. I don't want to know what that is. Is that an Urban Dictionary thing?
I don't want to know.
Did you read something on that site and actually decide to try it out?
Please say you didn't.
I hope your asshole's okay. Adam23, check email. Look for Rusty Shackelford in the subject. I can do that. All right. Looks like we got Edwin Sparks with a $20 donation also on here. Make sure
Thank
that
you so much.
Did I miss something here? Whereas I'm looking for Rusty I saw the name earlier. Where? Oh, you forwarded it to me here. Oh, we got Disney memes.
Yeah, Disney.
Kids trying to watch a movie about puppies. That's amazing.
That's a good one.
What do we got? Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about this. The Little Mermaid. There's a dick in the title art for The Little Mermaid.
Oh, there it is.
So maybe they've always been up to this. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's nothing new. Ask about Illuminati?
Ah.
Interesting. Oh, Winnie the Pooh. Oh, look at the devil horns up in the tree there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's got a bulge. It's quite disgusting.
What the fuck is
what
that?
What is this symbol here?
I don't know. Is that like a pedophile marking thing?
I don't know. I actually think Disney pedo symbols was the search, so
yeah.
Would not shock me. Photo of John Roberts with Bill Clinton at Pedo Island and the flight log. He was there twice. Yeah. Do you understand why the Texas case was not heard? Yeah.
There you go.
Pretty sure. Rusty Shackelford, thank you for that. We're always up for good times here. Is that the last one?
It's the same one.
Same one. I'm going to make sure that I got all this. Okay. So he's just sent it twice. That's
all.
All right.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's some messed up shit. Andreas Christian, the Pakistan Prime Minister, was snorting cocaine from low-millage pit woofies, drunk as a skunk while hovering their finger over the nuclear button in Pakistan while yelling at his wives.
It's kind of scary.
Sounds like a good time. Edwin Sparks here. Maverick 7508, hello from Wyoming. Greetings, you masters of calculus and arithmetic. I made it to Wyoming in late March, finally escaping Oregon. I'm loving it here. Cheap fuel, food, and booze, and the people are amazing. My mental health has improved since our interview, though it was okay then. And I'm well on my way now to being debt-free.
Excellent.
Going to enjoy my first menagerie here in Wyoming tonight. Got a shot of Pop's girlfriend, a tumbler of tropical juice and banana rum, and a Jameson Stout Guinness Stout Boilermaker. Oh, you're speaking my language, brother. I hope these memes make you laugh a bit. Pop, keep doing what you do. It helps keep the people sane. Blake sent me off with the best quarter bouncer you got. I can do that. P.S. I'm looking to get Blake a pink captain's hat. Fuck you, bro. Got some good memes in here, though. Let's check this out. Satan, so what brings you to hell? Me, I'm innocent. Satan, just tell me, what did you do? Me, I've seen my friend fighting a pregnant chick, so I stepped in to make it 2-on-2. 2022's Disney princesses.
Yeah, fitting.
Looks like the locker room on the gay cruise.
Fitting.
When you find a juice box in Dr. Jill's purse.
Oh!
It's a douche. Oh. Young I was. Needed money I did. Mm-hmm. While you're waiting for the cop to bring your license back and 2 more squads show up. When you text her to calm down and then you spend 15 minutes staring at ... No matter what comes through that gate, you will stand your ground. How you summon child support, a Ouija board bikini.
Wow, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I'll buy
That's an interesting one. I like it.
I'll buy that for $1.
Buy that for $1.
We got a $100 donation from Josh. Holy smoking, Joe Frazier. That definitely goes one of these.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We are definitely not worthy. I don't even see an email here to go with that, so thank you so much. Oh, outstanding. Jumping back over to Odyssey here.
Yeah, I believe we're the only ones so far to actually bring up the people being arrested at Disney since 2012.
Well, there was that tweet there. It's kind of what clued me into it. I was like, oh, shit.
It's a tweet, though. I mean,
yeah, this is nasty.
I haven't seen any other podcasts talk about it.
Yeah, well, I haven't been watching a whole lot. I've been getting ready for today.
I know.
What do we got here? We also got $10 from Patrick. Thank you very much. Want to make sure I'm not missing anything else over here. Looks like that's all coming through from Stripe. Anything on Cash App? Negative.
Nope. Negative.
All right, we got JDave04 with a $25 donation. Blake, good to have you back. Have you guys checked out CRP's Telegram? Gonzalo Lira. No. Some of the videos coming out of the Ukraine are crazy. The Western media is dead silent about Ukraine army war crimes, but they're all over the Russian ones.
All right, now hang on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the war crime thing. All right. I was in Iraq Right behind the barracks where my company was staying, they uncovered 2 mass graves. One had roughly 2,000 to 5,000 people in it. One was a little older, and there were several layers to it, and they were estimating 100,000 people. All right, now I watched a lot of this footage from Ukraine. Yes, there's some people were tied up and shot. People were thrown in ditches. But you got to understand the difference between having a battalion commander or brigade commander lose control of his men and have them go off the wire. You'll have 10 to a couple hundred, maybe in the thousands. Okay. But when you have, like, say, Russia really was behind all this and they wanted it to happen, those numbers would be in the hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, listen. This is a shooting war. And there are rules, like you don't target civilians and blah, blah, blah. Listen, you got 100,000 people. They all have different mindsets. Some of them are terrified. Some of them don't give a fuck. Some of them just want to go the fuck home. And then you have the hardcore guys like, fuck it. We're going to start, punching people's tickets and send them to the promised land. Happens all the time. All right. Do I think bad shit happened? Yes. It happened on both sides. Okay. Because I saw the footage of Ukrainians executing Russian soldiers. I saw past footage of Ukraine firing artillery and missiles into the two provinces in the east that wanted to rejoin Russia. There's enough fucked up shit to go around, and it's not worth fighting World War III over, in my opinion.
No.
But the war is not a good thing. All right, this isn't like the 1700s where people lined up and they did what they did, and then everyone just went home. All right.
Well, because they were fighting like fucking idiots back then. Everybody line up in a big line, and then we need to have another group of people just as big behind them, and then pray to God we hit something.
Yeah, they did that because the weapons weren't good.
Yeah, I know. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Jackal the Emperor, I'm preparing the Thought Thursday butt rocket. It's an Ascension model piece of ordnance that will definitely get you sabonered or stupid bonered if they're playing while on main tech. So Ascension, if Blake organizes it right, you'll get your anime butts. I've got some. Maverick 7508. Blake, Disney is dying. Yep. They have gained $20 billion in debt in the last few years. They went from 35 to 55 billion since the coup started. Mm-hmm. Disney's had pedo issues since they started Disney World, since they didn't run background checks for sex crimes until they were forced to. Shocker! That's how they're facilitating the culture, and they're turning a blind eye to it. Calebon, the abuse MJ suffered as a kid severely damaged him psychologically. Also, because of his medical issues, I could see that he would easily trigger the uncanny valley on people. That's exactly what happens. Francois Lachatine, good evening, dear Mr. Babunza Herr Kleiner. When the latter was away taking a much-deserved break from the show, the former would do quite well and, more importantly, as always, imparting valuable knowledge to us. Well, Blake, I'm sorry to tell you this, but lately you've been quite sloppy at doing an impression of me while reading my comments. You need to remember to do it more consistently. I'm rather joking, of course. Welcome back, my friend. I'm glad that I started reading with the impression.
I like it.
I hope you're happy. Dick. You are what you eat. Maverick 7508. I'm sorry I double bugged you guys. Enjoying the stream pretty well, though. Halfway through my menagerie. Halfway is too less. Too few. Do it. Drink. Chug. How many glasses of cold brew have you gone through, Pop?
A shot and a half.
Just a
shot
and
half a beer so far.
Shit, man. On St.
I got to drive, man.
On St. Patrick's Day, I was putting you to shame. Mm-hmm. Just saying. I went through like 5 or 6 shots on St. Patrick's Day.
I know, but you just got to walk upstairs to sleep.
That's correct.
I have to drive home.
Winning. On Rumble, we got Jimmy Bones. Hey, Blake, hope you didn't forget about the idea that came in the Twitch chat. If you did, shoot Billy Von Baum my email, and I'll see if he can get it done. I did forget about it, so shoot him an email. My bad. And we got AFlan07. Glad to have you back, Blake. Pop running the live stream was like the Bone Club scene from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Nice. Wow.
I wish I had that music on there.
That's so fucked up.
That's funny shit.
Yeah, well,
But hey, Pop can take a burn with the best of them.
yes, it can.
Yes. Holy moly, got a lot of donations over here on MGTOW. We're going to have to run through them pretty quick. Make sure I'm not missing nothing. All right, Rad Scroll. Hey, Pop 429 here. I was going to do for a new PR325 sumo deadlift yesterday. I was struggling then. I was about to give up, and in my head, I heard you giving me the knife hand, telling me to get it up or I get smoked. Then on my last try, I got it up. Phrasing. Thanks. Also, can you give me another yelling for my new PR bench press going for 175? Also, Blake, big black cock straw, please.
Hey. All right.
That's good shit, man. Well done. El Guason. I only come here for the buds. Just kidding, of course. Hang on. I can do that. I like that one.
We saw that one already.
Oh, I had a duplicate. Ooh, there we go.
There you go. That butt's not really prominent, though. It's all right.
She looks familiar. Yeah. James 1225. Drive on, hard gents. Yes. Or is it drive on, hard gents? There's no comma in there.
Commas are subjective, but they change the meaning of a lot of stuff.
Yes, they do. Crazy Uncle, destroying Disney #1. According to the original text, Snow White was 14, you sick Disney bastards. Yeah. El Guason, Pop, do you have any experience with bullpup rifles?
Yes.
How do they compare to the regular front-action rifles? I've only experienced an M16A1 and A2 and 9mm. I'm thinking of getting a Kel-Tec RDB.
The Kel-Tec bullpup is a damn good platform. It takes M16 magazines. It is not quite as accurate as a standard AR platform, but you're only going to shoot at, if you have a 5.56, you're only shooting out to 400 or 500 meters max, so it really doesn't matter.
All right.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of the bullpup, of the Kel-Tec ones. I've tried the Tavors. I don't really like them. I don't know. It's a preference thing with me.
Gotcha.
So it could possibly be a great platform for you.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things are subjective.
I know, but I suffer from old schoolitis, so.
Don't we all? No school like the old school. But there's a bit, remember, there's a difference between old school and outdated. Old school is something you can go back to. Outdated is something that never should have existed in the first place. Like Pogs or Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Crazy Uncle, the woke mob has taken another great science fiction franchise. If you haven't seen the Halo TV show, we talked about this earlier.
I just ripped it apart. I know. It's
a woke mess of shit.
It is. It's not even worth watching.
Just watch Red versus Blue instead.
Yeah.
Rig me sideways. Is it just me, or is Blake more energetic and talking fast? Well, this is how I took a breather.
He is the English major, and I'm the grunt. So
as I took a breather too. My brain is firing on full cylinders today. Crazy Uncle, don't know if you guys are going to talk about it later. There are many sectors of China. They are running so short on food. If they had guns, they would have torn Ping another new one.
Yes, there's all kinds of craziness going on over there.
Not shocked. Crazy Uncle says, according to Turd Flinging Monkey, there's no such thing as a male incel. If a man has a few $100s, they can buy it. If they choose not to participate, it's not involuntary.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you got $100,
there's a lot of guys out there who are very upset because they don't have money, they don't have the looks, they don't have any mark of the beast. They get no player action and they think that that's the way it's supposed to be, and they get upset about it as they get older, which I understand. But, whenever you have a problem, that's why we have fucking brains, so you could think around the problem or get over the obstacle and figure it out.
Amen. You missed.
I missed.
Crazy Uncle says, save this straw, add it to the stack, and when you get another request, fire 2. I like the way you think. Evil Disney #2, Jungle Book. First 98% of the movie is about how a man needs to stand by his convictions and you need to fight for your bros even if it kills you, like the blue bear. Though at the very end, he gets just a sniff of pussy and turns into a simp, even carries her water bucket.
Yep.
Jungle Book or Jungle Fever?
Well, listen, back in the day, that's how they wanted men to be.
Yep. And hey, back in the day, there was incentive for doing that because women were submissive, agreeable, pleasant, feminine, all the things that they are not now, and then they wonder why men don't want to bang them anymore.
Or they want to bang them, but they don't want to hang out with them on a permanent basis.
I don't understand why he just bangs me and leaves. I do. You're fucking atrocious. Figuratively and literally. Iapetus in a soothing British voice. Poetry with pop. There was once a pedometer from the White House, whose intelligence was that of a mouse. Someone wiped his butt while he began to strut, yet he couldn't even walk up the stairs. Okay, yeah, I can do that.
I hate this one. 2, 3 falls.
What is he doing? Come on, man.
You ain't black.
I haven't watched that in a while. James 1225. Old Walt's frozen head needs some slip and slide from Cuck Murphy.
Yes, it does.
Ouch! Crazy Uncle, I finally figured out why Disney bought Star Whores. All those space Harry Potters are running around with glow dildos got their attention. But the red-faced guy extending his glowing double-ended dildo made their collecting anus twitch. Just like you had on the cruise, right, Blake? I don't know. You were there. Iapetus, why does a nuke button and a clitoris have in common? What does a nuke button and a clitoris have in common?
They both destroy your entire life.
They both have world-ending potential when hit by a dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
True story.
I call the vagina the Bermuda Triangle because I've seen whole lives and careers get sucked in there, never to be seen again.
Yep, and any woman who goes around saying, well, only men are led around by their junk, women don't do that, then you've never had an orgasm.
You never got the 10.
You never got the 10 dick.
Sorry, you never got the 10 dick. I don't know what to tell you.
That was like the funniest breakup ever. But we had such great sex. Wow, I wish your women's studies class could have heard you say that. You just set the movement back 50 years. Winning. Channel 1-800-DUMB. Gaddafi exit if you touch a child, brothers. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. David Hogg wants to know where a license to kill comes from. Touch my kid.
You'll find
You just
out.
signed the license for me in your own blood. You'll find out. Smooth Criminal, just send all these people to California and break it off. I'd be okay with that. Cuckifornia Stan is a genital ward on the asshole of America.
I'm going to be honest. In my opinion, all of these crazy leftoid liberals who don't understand how the world works, we need to just kick them the hell out of America.
Yeah, they need to just go on a work study.
Send them to a third world country.
Send them to Venezuela.
Figure it out.
China. If you want to know what racism really looks like, go visit China.
That's right.
Go visit virtually any Asian country. You'll find out. The only thing that they will want you for is your money. And then when you turn down the prostitutes, you will find out what racism is really about.
Amen.
Indian women.
That's gay. Stop it.
I know. Channel 1-800-DUMB. Cheers, Papa, Blakey, the boys, and Tom. Salute. Yes. We got a Billy Von Baum in the chat over there, I see. Good to see you. Fan I Am sent an Obi-Wan meme on the Redonk12 Gmail. What do we got here? We ain't found shit.
I like it.
That's part of Spaceballs that actually made you laugh. Alan Flinchbaugh, CIA.gov. Abad has Osama's reading material online, including Bloodlines of Illuminati by Springmeyer. Disney is listed as a satanic bloodline. Wow, I didn't know that. Explains a great many things.
Yeah.
Jeff Schroeder, why is it when America goes to war for 20 plus years, it's for peace? But when two toilet countries go at it, the media cries World War III.
Okay. The only okay. First of all, I'm not going to speak for the Western media because they're fucked up. I mean, they're screwed up like, a retard in church trying to give out communion. Where should I fucking start? This is insane. Let's move on to the next one. Wow.
Oh, man. And don't forget, everybody, I mean, three, what's that? H.W., Clinton, W., and Obama. So 4 of our last 5 presidents invaded countries.
Correct.
And they were called stunning and brave for doing so. So,
well, I mean, in my opinion, I think we have the military-industrial complex. It's got way too much power.
Amen to that.
And that needs to be addressed.
Yes. Ohio Trucker 1 with a $20 super chat. 7 empty bottles of Jack. Get on my level, Pop.
Can't do it.
Dude, if we kept all the empties, it would look like an alcohol graveyard around
Yeah,
here.
it'd be horrible.
Yeah. 9x23. I think they should remove the W from Walt Disney and call him Alt Disney. Piss off some leftoids doing that shit.
I like it. Alt Disney.
Channel 1-800-DUMB projectile. Shh, Blake. He's paying attention. I can't
Alt
do it now.
Disney. I like it.
Donald's Duckers. Donald's Duck Lips. Minnie's Moochers. Mickey's Molesters. Goofy's Gropers.
I like Goofy's Groomers.
And Disney Diddlers.
I like the
Goofy's
Desperate
Groomers,
Disney
yeah.
Diddlers, the triple D's.
Degenerate Disney Diddlers, you bastards.
I like it.
Reaper01, Cali Linux, the dragon reveals all. But that land whale wanted to taste the rainbow. Pop, what's your opinion of Canadian preppers' recent vids?
They're
Watch
okay.
that. They're okay.
I mean, I watch preppers from all different types of. Hey, you bastard! All different types of channels and individuals. They all listen. They're not all going to be great, but usually you can find information in every video you watch that you can use.
Yeah, and people are going to focus on different shit.
Yes.
So you watch a few, you're going to get a pretty good picture of what'll work for you.
Correct.
L. Snow, speaking of bell pups, what do you think of the Springfield Armory Hellion? What bull pup would you buy? Taver, Famous, or Famous?
No,
British
I'd go with
L85 or the Hellion?
I don't know about that. I would probably go with the Kel-Tec. Those other ones, I mean, I haven't fired them, so I don't know. So
Yeah. Got to do what you got to do. Last one here on YouTube, Sam Whiskey. Pop, have you ever fired a Martini Henry?
the black powder rifle, no. I've held one, but I've seen the rounds, and they're like a huge honking amount of black powder and this huge ball bullet lead thing that I'm sure is going to blow off one of your limbs if it ever touches you. But yeah, I mean the British Army with that Henry rifle, they were stacking bodies like cordwood over in Africa with that thing. They were fighting the Zulus with them.
Nice. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
We got Daniel with a $10 donation via Stripe and an email. Thank you both for doing this great work. Thanks to you, I got my shit together after a life of being a beta and getting walked all over. Once I stopped caring about the narcissistic poor decision makers, I've been able to start putting my life together.
Yeah.
Was in an extremely dark place after my ex took me for everything, drinking myself blackout nightly. I had worked my ass off for that woman and got shit all over. I want to thank you both for the videos that I've watched to figure out what I was doing wrong and what I needed to change. I'm now working in the oil field, making great money, and it's all staying in my pocket.
Fuck yeah.
On track to retire in 10 years on my own farmland or whatever I damn well please because the money's going in my pocket, not to a woman. Thank you for literally saving my life from a dark, sad, drunken coma.
Hey, look, I've been there in that bottle with you, bro.
Yep. Hey, when my horse chick left, I self-medicated with booze and pussy for quite a long time.
Yep.
Luckily, I learned enough to not, pay for it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's like, you do what for a living? Right, that's worth a Starbucks. Just saying.
I like it.
Colorado says, sent you a stripe so F-Tube can't take 30%. Check your email. That must be Daniel because it's the only one that I'm seeing here. I'm going to do a quick reload, make sure I'm not missing anything. Looks like we're good to go. All right. We're going to go empty our squirrel bladders, and when we come back on New Tech, we're going to have better butts, and we're going to be talking some mad trash. So I hope you guys are ready.
Please make the conversion. It'll be worth it.
Make the jump. I will put links to all of the places where you can watch the stream directly in the YouTube chat because it's worth it. Trust me. Just saying.
All right, let's do this.